Hoka hey, Boujou, and welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about OJIBWE language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO. Over here, yeah, the lovely and the talented. Ah, that's right, Natasha. Ikadun Boujou niwini moshain. Say hello to everybody. Boujou, everybody! How you doing? Welcome back to the show. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Yeah, well said. This is the early morning live stream. And it's been a little glitchy lately. I know. I mean, nothing that serious. But once in a while, I can't see the comments. Oh, good. Always Learning is here. Boujou, Always Learning. I guess we're good. Good. But yeah, it's been a little glitchy, you know. Sometimes the audio doesn't work. So I don't know what that's about. And then there's Jessica Gonzalez. Boujou. Mino Giga Jeb. Welcome back to the show. Good morning. And yeah. So what we got going on today, sweetie? Not a whole lot. It's garbage day. We should take out the trash. Oh, yeah. Take out the trash. That must mean it's Thursday. Yep. So what is Thursday? Got Monday is Ishwa Anama Age Gija Good. Yeah. And you got your Tuesday. It's Nijo Gija Good, the second day. And there's Abatuse. Halfway. Yep. Abatuse is a halfway. Wednesday. What is Thursday? Fourth day? Yeah. Was that Beijing, Nij, Nisway, Niwin? Neo Gija Good. Neo Gija Good. Neo Gija Good. You know, I think I'm too cool to be putting up the days of the week anymore. You know, for the Ojibwe word of the day, but this just proves to me that maybe we should go back to that. Putting up how to say the day of the week? Yeah. Because I say it every Thursday. I teach what the word Thursday is, and I still forget what it is. So maybe we should go back to that. I think it's a pretty decent idea. Yeah. You know, we're constantly trying to improve on this product we deliver to you, the humble viewer. The humble viewer. Yeah. I mean, like we're all big and great here, but the viewers, they're just humble little people. Do you really believe that? No. I gotta have some humility. Weren't we gonna do humility or something for the Ojibwe word of the day? Dabadane Dizzy Win, humility. And that's represented by Maingan, the wolf. Yeah, that would have been a good show. But no, we didn't do that. What do we choose to do for the word of the day? I think we're going with Gwayakwa Diziwin. Honesty. Gwayakwa Diziwin. I want to be honest. You know? Gwayakwa Diziwin is represented by Sabbe, Bigfoot. You know, the 7 grandfather teachings. Each of the 7 values has an animal that represents it. You know, like Natasha said, the wolf Maingan represents humility. But Gwayakwa Diziwin is honesty. And Sabbe, what some people call Bigfoot, which is really kind of rude. I wonder if that's racist to Sabbe. You know? I mean, you know, what if we called somebody big lips or slanty eyes? You know? It'd be racist. Sweetie, can you do me a favor? What's that? You want to get, what's his name? Sabbe on the phone? Sure. I got his number here somewhere. I'm going to call him up, see what he thinks of this nickname, Sabbe. I want to see what he honestly thinks. Because apparently he's all about GOFUNDME. Okay, it's ringing. Hi, is this Sabe? Boujou Sabe? This is Natasha from the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. Hi, would you like to be on the show this morning? NanaBoozhoo has some questions for you. Okay, I'm going to patch you through. Okay, sweetie, he's online too. All right, thank you. Let's see. Boujou Sabe, welcome to the show. Hello, love. How are ya? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Oh, I'm doing just great. Oh, yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Say, we're talking about honesty, GOFUNDME on a show today, and I was wondering if you wouldn't mind if we asked you some questions. Oh, I don't mind at all. Okay. First of all, and I imagine, okay, number one, what's up with you representing honesty? Well, I'll tell you the truth. I will tell you the OJIBWE, the truth. Oh yeah, that's our other word. OJIBWE. Yes. As a Sabe, I cannot giwanim. I cannot tell a giwanim. I cannot tell a lie. Oh really? Yes, that's true. I can only tell OJIBWE. I can only tell the truth. Oh, huh? Do you know that, sweetie? That Sabe is incapable of telling a lie? I never heard that. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So, let me ask you this then. Go ahead. Anything you'd like to know. I'm an open book. No, I'm not really an open book. I'm actually a mythological creature. That's just a joke. You see right there, I cannot tell a lie. I can only tell OJIBWE, the truth. Okay. So how do you feel about this term Bigfoot? Is that kind of racist or something? Just describing your physical attributes rather than using your proper name? Well, NanaBoozhoo, to be completely honest, since that is the theme of the day, no, I do not care for the word Bigfoot. Firstly, as anyone can plainly see, I have 2 feet. If they wanted to be correct, they could call me Big Feet, I suppose, but no, I find it rather hurtful, and I don't care for it at all. Yeah, I'm kind of sorry about that on behalf of, humanity or whatever. But frankly, as an Anishinaabe, we never called you Bigfoot. We called you Sabe. Yes, I've always appreciated that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna try not to call you a Bigfoot anymore. How about Sasquatch? Oh, Sasquatch is fine. I don't mind that at all. What about the abominable snowman? Yes, you see right there, that's quite racist. Abominable snowman. What is so abominable about me? I don't even lie. Yeah, he doesn't even lie. That's really rude that we call him abominable, or whatever we call him. All right. Well, hey, I'm sorry for, I hope I didn't interrupt anything too important. I know it's kind of early. No, I was just having my cup of tea. Okay, great. All right. Well, I'm going to let you get back at it. I just wanted to, I don't know, just drop a line, see what you thought of that. And, from now on, I'm going to tell people to quit using that racial slur. Bigfoot? Right. From now on, everyone should call you either Sabe or Actually, Sasquatch, doesn't that mean like wild man or something? It might. In which case, I guess I don't care for that word either. Yeah. Sabe. Yeah, what does Sabe mean actually in OJIBWE? Well, it's kind of a derivative of the word Misabe, which means giant. So in a way, we're kind of calling you a giant. I think. Or maybe, maybe Sabe, maybe Miss Sabe describes you. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I don't know either way. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for being available for our show. It's always nice to have you here. Oh, you call anytime at all. All right. Well, hey, have a good day, okay, Niji? You too. Kikawapa min, minawa. Yeah, Kikawapa min, minawa, Niji. I keep forgetting that Sabe knows Ojibwe. Oh yeah, well he's really smart. Well, there you go. Gwayakwa Dizzy Win is honesty. Represented by Bigfoot. Bigfoot, he tells the way win. He can only tell the truth. He will never tell a Giwanim. He will never tell a lie. And so I want to talk about that a little bit today. Honesty and lies. You know, I've done a lot of research, and I'm highly educated in the field of lying. Is that true? No, see, that was a lie. I don't know anything about it. Lying. I know you're not supposed to do it. It's one of the commandments. Yeah, it's a big one. Thou shalt not lie. It's one of the 7 Anishinaabe. It's the opposite of an Anishinaabe value. You know, we value the truth, which is Debwewen, which is what represents the truth? Mishike, the turtle. Oh yeah. Why do you suppose the turtle represents the truth? Why would the turtle? It might have something to do with, the creation of Turtle Island or something. What do you mean? Well, I don't know, like how there was a big flood and then turtle grew and became Turtle Island. Yeah. Well, maybe that's the truth. And so he represents the truth of the creation story or something. Yeah, maybe. The truth. Let's see what the Boujou crew thinks. Hey, Joe under a rock is here. Boujou, Joe. And Jim Dunn's here. Boujou, Jim. Saber is actually very insecure about his big feet. That's why he doesn't go out in public. Sabe, yeah, I heard that too. That's why he won't even come down to this town. Because nobody will make him a pair of shoes. His feet are too big. And they get burned on the hot asphalt. Daniel Black is back. Boujou, Daniel. And any newbies here? Sometimes Bigfoot gets mixed up with Sasquatch. Yeti never complains. That's a good one, Jessica. Sometimes Bigfoot gets mixed up with Sasquatch. Yeti never complains. And then Jessica's got the drum thing. Boom, boom. That's a good one. Okay. So, the Friends reunion was kind of funny. Did you watch it? No, I just saw some clips on it. But Matthew... It's not Matthew Perry. Is it? It might be. One of those guys, the least attractive guy on Friends. They had a reunion special where Friends got together. And now they're all old friends. And there was, Chandler and that guy who says, "How you doing?" Not Jesse, maybe? I never watched Friends. I never cared. Then those 3 girls. And Matthew somebody. What was his name? Was it Chandler? I really should have watched it again before I brought this up. But he shows up drunk. It's like all these movie stars are together. Oh, wow. Remember the memories when we were on that show? Friends? Oh, that was great. What do you think? No, it's Matt LeBlanc played Joey. It wasn't him. And it wasn't the tall guy. See, it was Rachel and Ross. It wasn't Ross. It wasn't Rachel. It wasn't Joey. It was, I think his name is Chandler. But that doesn't sound right. But Chandler shows up and he's just wasted. Yeah, man. We don't see each other much, but and you think he's gonna throw up or something. Is that right? Oh yeah. I mean, what happens to these guys? Why can't anybody just become a successful actor and just leave it at that? Oh, look, I scored. I got an easy job that pays really well. We work for like 3 months out of the year. We get $1 million an episode. I'm just going to do my job and go home and eat right. Save my money. But instead, something happens where Chandler, I think that's his name, somehow, they get so miserable being on a sitcom. And sitcoms in particular, you ever notice this? Yeah, it's true. Everyone who's on a sitcom, somehow their life goes to pot. Not pot, but you know what I mean. They become miserable, sad, depressed. They can become drug addicts and drunks, and their marriages fail. And then they, like, they tell you don't covet, don't be jealous of other people. And you kind of you wanna look at movie stars and go, hey man, whoa, what a life they must have. I'm gonna see what Shia LaBeouf is doing. And you go, wow, gee, he's getting arrested. He's all drunk, swearing, saying racist stuff. He will not divide us. You will not arrest me. Whatever. They're just all the Hollywood stars are all so miserable. So it's like, yeah, I'd be jealous of you if your life wasn't so pitiful. It's like the irony of careful what you wish for. If you get all the money like Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf was like on a Transformers and some other movies. He's like a famous actor. And he used to go out with Megan Fox, maybe, with this beautiful actress or something. And if you ever see him on YouTube, you're going to see him all drunk and on drugs, getting arrested, really angry, just, going crazy. And you go, were you otherwise a normal person? And then becoming, I don't know, so well known just makes your brain crack? Maybe that's why Bigfoot doesn't ever, do interviews. He saw what happened to Chandler from Friends. Daniel Black says, how much of life has rolled by, and this TV program is the cornerstone of your life. Yeah. Oh, this program? Our Friends. So no one told you it was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you're broke, your love life's DOA. Why do I know the song to Friends? Da 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 da. Do 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 do. I don't know, sweetie. Yeah. So Friends is really bad. Seinfeld, I think I changed. What do you mean? I don't like Seinfeld anymore. Really? Yeah, I can't watch it. It doesn't seem funny to me. Is it? Maybe it's the laugh track. I don't know. Yeah, it might be the laugh track. But I used to think Seinfeld was really funny. And then something changed in me. I used to be completely intolerant of country music. It was like I couldn't have told you which I liked less, rap or country. And now, every time I turn on that stupid radio station, there's some gorgeous country song. And I go, what happened? Did country music stars suddenly start writing smart, sad songs? Or did I change? And I think I changed. And I can't enjoy shows like Friends, Seinfeld. Because I watch Seinfeld and I just go, I don't care what happens to any of these people. How can the main characters of a show, you want something bad to happen to them? These are the protagonists. You're supposed to kind of identify with them. And I look at Jerry Seinfeld, and he's got a different woman half his age every week. You know, some shallow relationship. They're all completely narcissistic. And their storylines, there's nothing's at stake. You know, oh, I want to order some soup, but the guy's kind of weird. This will be I can't watch 30 minutes of that. But, I'm one to talk. Here I am. At least those guys try to have a story. I just turn on a camera and go, hey, Boujou, what's up? Oh, no one's gonna tell you life was gonna be this way. But back in the days of the grandfathers, in a town called New York, there was a man named Jerry Seinfeld who was a stand-up comedian. And he lived in an apartment. And across the hall, he had a friend named Kramer who would just come over without even knocking and go right to his fridge. And just helped himself to whatever he wanted. And he had another friend, a short friend, who was kind of chubby. And his name was George. And then he had a third friend named Elaine. And they used to date, but now they were just friends. So the day came when Jerry Seinfeld became wealthy and popular. So he started to comb the high schools for girls to date. And he met one high school girl, and he started to date her. Sure, he was in his 30s. And this girl was, I don't even know how young, 16, 15, something. But because Jerry Seinfeld was famous, her parents, who didn't love her very much, said, go ahead, we don't care. It's Jerry Seinfeld after all. You'll get to be in People magazine. This will be good for your future. Look what, look how far Monica Lewinsky got. So go ahead, sweetie. Go out on a date with Jerry Seinfeld, the middle-aged TV star. And they dated for a while. And sure, some people raised concerns that he was that word that I'll get canceled if I use. But eventually, she grew up, and so he dumped her or something. And this is a story of Seinfeld. Bonk, 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 or whatever that is. I don't know. Jerry Seinfeld. And there's David Bowie. Anybody who knows me knows I love David Bowie. Love him. Grew up with him. I was the weird kid. I became weird because I started liking old David Bowie music. I didn't even listen to the popular stuff. I listened to his old folky stuff. Like, come and buy my toys. Smiling girls and rosy boys, come and buy my little toys. You guys don't even know that song. That's a David Bowie tune. Monkeys made of gingerbread and sugar horses. I love the guy. Saw all of his movies. Based my life on Labyrinth, But there's a book out where a girl talks about how she lost her virginity to David Bowie and David Bowie's wife when she was 13 years old. And she doesn't find a problem with it, but I do. I'm like, you better be dead, David Bowie. Me, your biggest fan. If I catch you, you're lucky that wasn't my daughter. Who are these people who let their daughters go out with movie stars and rock stars? Why did nobody protect whatever her name was? And now, we reward that behavior by publishing a book. Oh, tell us about your story. When David Bowie, the rock star, and his wife in a gross thing here I don't even want to talk about. Did this criminal act. Oh, I remember it all like it was yesterday. Famous David Bowie came in a kimono and it bums me out. So I don't know. I think I might have to cancel David Bowie. You ever notice how David Bowie was completely silent about Michael Jackson? You think there might be a connection? Yeah. Bowie knew not to weigh in on that issue. You never heard one word from David Bowie, and I would know because I read every interview. He had no opinion on Michael Jackson. You wouldn't even think you'd ever heard of him. Yeah, well, because you were no better, David Bowie. I have half a mind to call him up. I don't know. Hey, sweetie. Yeah? You got a call? All right. I hope it's somebody who's not such a creep. Call, you're on the air. Hey, it's Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Oh, I'm not too bad. Not too bad at all. I got a call. I just wanted to call up. I was watching your show. Oh, yeah? That's cool. What's up? Well, that's pretty sick about David Bowie. I used to listen to his music too. Yeah, I know. I mean, are we just supposed to kind of go, yeah, well, rock stars will be rock stars. Yeah, at any rate. I mean, I don't want to imply like I have never done anything I'm, ashamed of. Really? Have you done something you're ashamed of? Are you like the next Michael Jackson, David Bowie? No, nothing like that. But I went out with Brigitte Nielsen. Ugh, yeah, that's right. Remember that? Didn't when Rocky or Sylvester Stallone went out with Brigitte Nielsen? Oh, gross! Yeah, sorry about that, dude. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. Yeah, that's kind of an abomination, too. Yeah, you telling me. Oh, yeah, So, yeah, you went out with Brigitte Nielsen. Anybody else famous you're with? Well, I married Adrian. She was the love of my life. Well, that was in a movie. Adrian! No, that was just a character in a movie, Sylvester. Oh, what's that now? That was in Rocky. You played the character Rocky. You weren't really him. Oh, that's right. I wrote that first story. Yeah, that's what I heard. Which is pretty impressive, I think a lot of people would be surprised that you can read. Yeah, no kidding. But I'm going to tell you something you already know. Yeah, what's that? Life ain't all sunshine and roses. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't care how tough you are. Me, you, nobody. Life's going to hit you harder than anything else. Yeah, I've heard that. And, when life hits you hard, you can't just go around blaming other people when, you're not where you want to be because of him or because of somebody else. What? Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. You're better than that. Yeah, thank you. That's loser talk. And that ain't you. He's doing it again. I went toe to toe with Apollo, and I want to take the eggs. Would you calm down? That's loser talk, and that ain't you. You're better than that. Okay. Why are you saying this? Because that's how winning's done. Oh, brother. All right, dude, I gotta go. All right, Niji. Well, hey, I just wanted to say that it's really important that you always tell the truth. Yeah, that's true. That's our word for today. Debwewin is the truth. Don't want to tell a lie. Kiwanim. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm about. Okay. Well, thanks for calling in, Sly. Yeah, you called. Yeah, I didn't call you. All right. Well, hey, how do you say that? I will see you again. You say, Gigawaba Min. Minawa. Yeah, Gigawaba Min. Minawa. I forget about it. Okay, see you later, Rock. Or Sly. Sly Stallone, sweetie. I love it when he calls in. He's so crazy. Yeah, I know. I think he's got the roid rage. He might have a little bit of roid rage. Yeah, but, who cares? None of us perfect, huh? And that's the OJIBWE. That's the truth. I will tell you no, GOFUNDME. All right, sweetie. Here's the game. What's that? I'm going to tell a truth about my life and a lie. And you got to decide which one's the truth or the lie. Okay. Is this really a game? Seems like I heard somebody do this on the radio once. It might be a game. All right. Truth or lie? No, it's truth or dare. Here's a truth. Or no. One of these things is, okay, Boujhoo NANABOOZHOO crew. I'm going to tell you two things. You guess which one is true, which one's a lie. Or tell me if this is a truth or a lie. 1 is a truth, 2 is a lie. See, this is the problem though. What's that? Well, I went to a liberal arts college. Yeah. And so philosophically, I have a hard time saying the truth. What do you mean? Well, I could be wrong. I could say what I think is the truth. Rocky's the best movie ever. But, liberal arts teaches you there is no truth. There's no absolute truth. There's no absolute truth? Well, I think there is, but I'm afraid to say what it is because I could be wrong. It goes back to the whole Big Bang universe, ball earth, flat earth stuff. There was a time I would have said the truth is there was a Big Bang and everything evolved into what we are now. That's the truth. But I thought it was the truth. I was wrong. The truth. We're living in a time when it's hard to know the truth and the lie anymore. I'm starting to doubt if what's his name? That football player who killed his wife. O.J. Simpson? How can I not know his name? Yeah, I'm starting to doubt that O.J. Simpson killed his wife. Really? Yeah. All these, TV shows about courtroom dramas and stuff. Let's find the truth. And we all went and we wanted to discover what was the truth about O.J. Simpson killing his wife. But then it turns out, years later, that O.J. Simpson's son, who was a professional chef and had professionally sharpened grade A, knives with him, also knew, it was his stepmom, I guess. And, no, it wasn't his stepmom, it was his dad's girlfriend, anyway. But there's some speculation that maybe O.J. Simpson's son might have killed Nicole Goldman Smith, or whatever her name was, and her boyfriend. That he could have gone in, did this terrible thing on behalf of his father, and then his father went in and took the fall for him. I mean, what if that was the case? That would blow my mind. Yeah. So, I can't do this game, because what can I say that is the truth? People get annoyed with me when I say that the moon landing was a lie. Or when I say that outer space is a lie, But I think they got a point because, I don't want to say the truth. The truth is the earth is flat. I might be wrong. I spent my whole life believing one way and now I believe another way. But fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on George Bush. You see how I tied that together? I don't know. The truth and the lie. truth, there's got to be an absolute truth. That's the first deprogramming I had to do from college. In college, they told you, oh no, it's all subjective. There's your truth and there's my truth. Your truth may be that, Caitlyn Jenner is a man who thinks he's a woman. My truth is he's a woman trapped in a man's body or whatever. That's a bad example. Well, it's like the movies, Your truth is Rocky's great. My truth is Rocky sucks. But then it just got so abstract where you go, okay, you can't even say that history, it's all subjective. For some people, the founding fathers are heroes. And that's true for some people. And for some people, they were the bad guys. That's true too. It just depends on how you look at a thing. But the one thing it comes back to, there can't be a subjective truth. We're either on a spinning ball or we're not. I can't tell you what we're on. I'm pretty sure that the spinning ball theory is an actual lie. And it's not just wrong. We didn't just go, oh, we did our measurements and we made some mistakes and assumed we were on a spinning ball naturally. No, I'm pretty sure the spinning ball theory was concocted on purpose to get people to not believe in a creator, to believe in evolution, to believe, in science, to believe in outer space, If you're just a tiny little speck, I was thinking about this, sweetie. What's that? You ever see those pictures where there's like the little speck of dust in the Milky Way? Yeah, and there'll be like an arrow that says, you are here. Right. And sometimes they'll even have like a little caption that says, next time you start taking your problem seriously, just remember you're a tiny little speck of dust in a vast, endless universe. And you go, ugh, thanks a lot. Thanks for affirming my belief that I might be insignificant. But then, when you start to consider that might be why they lied about it. Let's make up this whole story about space. And that the revolving sky we see is that blackness is just emptiness of any stuff. It's just empty space. And the stars are suns so far away they look like little dots. But they're suns just like the one big sun. Maybe the lie was to make you feel totally unimportant. It's like, yeah, for how old the universe is, and the fact that there's no God and there was no plan for this place, there's no order, just random chaos theory, then it makes you believe, who cares? What's the point? Nothing matters. I'm just a random evolved accident that'll live for a blink of an eye and be dead much longer than I was ever alive. And I didn't exist for much longer than I ever did. Just a spark of existence is the model of the ball earth, is the lie. But let's suspend disbelief for a minute. Let's say that OJIBWE is that Gitchimanadu, is that the creator created a home that had a dome over it. He separated water from water. And he created what looks kind of like, probably more like a flattened out snow globe than most snow globes. It's not even a globe. That's the other funny thing about snow globes. Yeah, they are globes, aren't they? Yeah. But picture a dinner plate with a glass bubble over it. What if the Creator created a place for us to live with a garden in it and animals and a sun and a moon, and then created us and has a plan. What if that was the actual truth? Suddenly you go, wait a second. What do you mean I'm not insignificant? What do you mean there's a total reason? I forgot it for some reason, but that I was created by GOFUNDME, and I'm supposed to have some sort of mission, some sort of purpose. That my life has meaning. You know? I'm not just one of the many mindless minnows swimming in the school. You know? That I'm actually, I don't know. Well, even if you could somehow find that there was a truth that we live in a created place, that at least you knew somebody or some buddies or something or something intentionally created where we live and intentionally set up a system to feed and let us live, then you wouldn't assume that life is meaningless. If nothing else, there was a creator. You know, put that back on the table and go, okay, if that much is true, what else is true? You know, the Bible says there was a creator. The Bible also says there was a father of lies, Satan, Lucifer, whatever you want to call him. That old dragon. He's the father of GOFUNDME. Put that back on the table and consider that for a second. And you go, oh wow. Well, if the idea that there was no God is not true, maybe the idea that there is no devil is also of GOFUNDME. When they make you think that there's no devil, then you think, oh, there's no sin. And there's no deception. And there's no evil. You know, you get kind of taught. That's why people get so annoyed with conspiracy theorists. Because they believe that there's no such thing as a liar. There's no king liar out there trying to deceive them. Because if they open themselves up to, you mean I might have been lied to on purpose? It's like, yeah. There might be somebody, something beyond, who knows. But yeah, you might be under attack. Maybe directly, maybe indirectly. Who knows? But consider for a minute that maybe not everything is right in the world. What if it was like the Bible said? That there was good and evil. And that you were like Han Solo, having to decide to go down the one path or the other. You know, to go to the dark side or the light side. On the dark side. Huh, sweetie? Getting pretty deep on a Thursday morning. Yeah, I am. I mean, how do you not talk about GOFUNDME when you talk about truth and lies? You know, that's why I became a conspiracy theorist. I finally believed in lies. I had given up believing in Satan most of my adult life. I gave up hell, and so I gave up Satan. I still wanted to believe in God, but I don't know, didn't really believe in good because I didn't believe in evil. That's probably my only complaint about Buddhism, aside from the obesity, is that Buddhism doesn't recognize evil. They'll say, oh yeah, well there's Maya, there's deception, self-deception, you know. There's illusion. Life is illusion. Like, just come out and say it, man. What if there's a bad guy trying to, you know, get people on his side to overtake the good? Yeah, it sounds stupid, I know. But what if it's like The Bible says where there's an evil, there's evil personified somehow. Immortal. That's been trying to eat souls. It's been trying to get souls. And they got all of Hollywood. These people sold their souls and they joined the legions. We are legion. The Bible is all about people being possessed by demons. I think that's what scares people. If they open up their mind to the possibility that maybe not only are they wrong about what they believe the earth to be shaped as and what so-called space is, if they allow themselves to believe that, yeah, guess what? There's a good guy and a bad guy, God and the devil, and they're having a war, and they want your soul. And the good soul, you go the good path, you end up in heaven. And you go the bad path, you end up in hell. Yes, exactly what you picture. Flames, demons, chains, gnashing of teeth. The dumbest stereotype you can think of. What if that was real? Some people couldn't begin to handle that pressure. It kind of freaked me out. When you kind of return to believing in the devil? Yeah. I didn't return to believing in God. I returned to believing in the devil. That's what my conversion story was. I found God again in my 50s. Probably around the time I turned 50, 49, something like that. Because I found the devil. I'd been doing too much research and I started to learn about Satanism and the Church of Satan, Luciferianism, and Freemasonry, and the Illuminati. And I can't teach this stuff, you guys. And that's not the point of my show. But I had a major kind of spiritual awakening when I felt like I had enough evidence to go, oh wow, the devil's real. I can't believe it. Well, good news. If the devil's real, then God's probably real. And if the devil and God are real, we probably do in fact have souls. All right, good news is, hopefully, when we die, we don't die. I mean, our body dies, but our souls fly off to something else. It's a new game. There's a new game in town. Boujhoo Nanaboozhoo. All right. Sweetie, I'm going to let you come up here and talk to the Boujou crew for a while. But before we do that, Nij Anishinaabe, I would like to play a little video. This will teach us just to shift gears radically with no warning. So how about the months of the year? Aren't they fun? Here's a video we did where we teach the months of the year. And when we come back, Natasha will be here, assuming I can find, where did I put the months of the year? Oh, here it is. Okay. This is how we'll start. Okay, hey, Boujou. Welcome back to the show. Today we're going to be reading from OJIBWE by Michael Lyons. This is a book of, it's a collection of cartoons by Michael. And so today's Ojibwe language lesson will be the months of the year. The months of the year. And the illustrations are from this book. All right. So let's just jump right in. Abitagisis, halfway moon, or January. Abitagisis means halfway moon in English. And you can see there's a little half a moon there. It's also known as Gitchimanadu Gisis, Great Spirit Moon. January has two names. a bit of Jesus, and Kichimanadu Jesus.
Yeah, huh?
The Great Spirit Moon. In February, we have Name Bene Jesus. Name Bene
Jesus
is a suckerfish moon, or February. The suckerfish gave their life to the Anishinaabe so we could eat.
That's right.
And then March, we've got Ona Bunny Jesus, crust on the snow moon. March. Ona Bunny Jesus. And there's an Ondag saying, Boujou Gajagaints. Hello, cat. Iskagamazagay Jesus, sap boiling moon, or April. Iskagamazagay Jesus. And there's some guys singing on a powwow drum. Yay, give me one. Yay, it's raining. Zage Baga Jesus, flower budding moon.
Zage Baga Jesus.
Zage Baga Jesus. It is the flower budding moon. And then we got June is Ode Emini Jesus, or strawberry moon. June is called Ode Emini Jesus. It is the strawberry moon. And then by July we call it Abita Nibini Jesus, halfway summer moon. July. Abita Nibini Jesus. We're halfway through the summer in July. And then August is Manu Minike Jesus, wild rising moon. And the wolf is saying, Minnow Gisha good. It was a good day. Yeah, it's a good day for butterflies.
Yeah.
Then comes September. What day Baga Jesus? Leaves changing moon. September. What day Baga Jesus? Leaves changing moon. September. Leaves are changing. And then the leaves start to fall in Benakwe Jesus. Leaves falling moon. Or October. Benakwe Jesus. Leaves falling moon. October. And then Gisana, it's cold. Gushkadino Jesus.
Yeah.
It is the freezing over moon, or November. Gushkadino Jesus, freezing over moon. That guy's freezing. And then finally December, Manadu Jesus Suns. It is the little spirit moon.
Boo.
Manadu Jesus Suns, little spirit moon, and there's a little spirit saying boo. And the guy goes, Hoa! Oh, Gibberish by Michael Lyons. This is available on Amazon. Just click the link.
Yeah.
Nice. Anyway, you have been watching Boujou
Nanaboozhoo.
Podcast about OJIBWE language and culture. I am Nanaboozhoo, and I will see you again.
Gigawabamin.
Minowa.
Hawa. La 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 la
Gibberish.
la. Oh, Gibberish by Michael Lyons. On sale now at Amazon.com, huh, sweetie?
That's right.
How you guys doing? Boujou! I am Natasha, for anybody new. And I just wanted to stop by and say Boujou to Brian. Boujou, Brian. Boujou's watching, or Boujou, Brian's watching this in delay. Well, future Brian, welcome to the show. And Joseph Under the Rock says, what's real and what's not real? Truth is taught. Thought the moon and the stars were just astral projections. Laugh out loud, down the hole we go. Yeah! What if the moon and what if just all the stars were projected from the middle of the earth? Like, I remember being a little girl long ago, and this guy came to our school with a planetarium. And it was a big dome, like a tent. And we all went in there and sat in a circle, this big dome circle. And he had a projector in the middle that shot up where all the stars were. college too, actually. I took an astronomy class in college. And they had a permanent building that was a planetarium. And it was a big dome. And they projected the stars in perfect, like, the way you'd see it from the Earth. And they could show it, they could move it around and say, well, in January, this is what it'll look like outside. And blah, blah, blah. But it was like a projection on the Earth. So, in theory, it would totally work. It could be, in theory, if God wanted to make a dome and project lights onto that dome that would look like what we see outer space. Outer space, whatever you call it. The stars, the firmament. It could have been designed that way. What makes the moon and the sun float? Well, God does, but people used to talk about the, what is that, like Ethernet? The ether? In the old days, everyone talked about, like not Einstein, but Tesla, and these guys would talk about this thing in the air called the ether. And, we have the weird definitions of oxygen and whatever. But when it comes to stuff floating, it's just weird. There are stuff does float. Like helium balloons and clouds, So I guess whatever makes clouds and helium balloons, it's probably like water. It's probably the equivalency of water. That some things just aren't very dense or heavy, and so they can float. So what if the moon is not dense at all? What if we're looking at something that's like a balloon or a cloud, but it just looks like a rock, I didn't bring it with today, but I was looking at some pictures on the Boujou Crew Facebook page.
Yeah, that thing's really good.
I know, we get some interesting stuff put on there. And somebody put up a picture of the moon. It might have been Papa Wagosh or one of these guys. But from their camera of the lunar eclipse. And apparently the lunar eclipse, okay. Oh, I should have pulled up a picture of the lunar eclipse. We were wrong yesterday.
About the eclipse?
Yeah, a solar eclipse is when they say the moon is in front of the sun and it blacks out the sun. A lunar eclipse is when they say the Earth blocks out the moon. And that's why the moon becomes a different color. That's all it is. And it can be sort of, it's weird. But that's also more proof that it's not what they say. Because if you just had a ball, outside, and you moved another ball in front of it, it wouldn't turn. What they call, here's another one. And again, I shouldn't be trying to teach this, but the shadow of the moon in a solar eclipse is only like 7 miles wide. They go, why would the shadow be so small if the moon's so big and that far away? And they go, oh, it's the umbra or some dumb. It's another, physics thing that only exists out in space that doesn't exist on Earth, like gravity or whatever. But, so obviously we know the Earth isn't in between the sun and the moon. So what happened with the lunar eclipse? So it's like they showed a picture, and it almost looks like a hole in the sky that's getting covered up by a lid. It doesn't even look three-dimensional to me. I look at that thing and go, what? And there's a word in Ojibwe, Bugonegishig. Bugonegishig. It means hole in the day. And once, years ago, only once, did I hear somebody say, oh yeah, that's the word for a lunar eclipse. And it's not really, but they said, oh, that's what maybe they were talking about an eclipse or something. But I never forgot it. Because what if the moon, this sounds crazy, because I know it moves, but I don't believe anybody ever landed on it. So what if it's not a ball at all? What if it's some sort of doorway, some sort of portal to another dimension? You know, isn't there an old Indian story about Grandmother Moon taking souls to heaven or something? Yeah, that rings a bell, but I honestly don't remember. Yeah. It's a mystery. Honesty. Gwayakwa does he win? Honestly, what is going on with the moon? And why would they lie about it? Go on him. You know, the moon is coming to represent truth and lies. Yeah, no kidding, huh? If they didn't land on the moon, they lied about it. If they lied, why? Oh, we wanted to beat the Russians. Well, the Russians never made it. Once the Americans got to the moon, the Russians said, you know what? Forget it. We're going to quit trying. It's too hard. Maybe someday, in like China or something, they'll land on Mars, a red planet, 135 million miles away. But until then, we're just going to dissolve the Soviet Union or whatever Russia did. I don't know. You're asking me. Missy's here. Boujou, Missy. Missy says, love the video. Oh, thanks. The month one? Yeah, that turned out pretty well, huh, sweetie? Yeah, it did. Jessica says hi to Missy. Always learning's here. Anybody new? Joe Under the Rock says, what's real and what's not real? Truth is taught. Thought the moon. Oh, yeah. We already read that. Yeah. They teach you the truth. You know. But beware, they also teach you Santa Claus lives in the North Pole. Can the truth be taught? You can tell people what you believe to be true. You know? You can uncover a lie. Do we want to talk about Chris Watts today? No. I've been watching the Chris Watts videos. Here's a man who lied. If you guys know who Chris Watts is, you know who I'm talking about. Just, I've been bummed out over that. Yeah. But I'm not going to talk about that thing on this show. But it's not good to lie or kill your wife and kids. Missy says, Jess, how many members are in the Boujou crew? We are 250 members strong. Well, we try to wear deodorant, but it makes me itch. So I don't mean to be so strong smelling. 254, that's cool. Oh, you know why Missy's asking? I don't want to ruin anything. Missy, if we make the calendar, we meaning you, it would be a good idea to use those. Those are the actual cartoons that Michael would like to use. Isn't that right, Michael? Yeah. Missy, I'll see you this weekend, but we'll talk about that. So for the rest of you 254 members, there's been some behind the scenes conversations about maybe making some calendars for some people. And Missy's pretty involved behind the scenes. Boujou. Good morning, Boujou. I just want to tell you that in the 60s and in Roswell, New Mexico, the UFO crashed in the Mojave Desert Recreational Center and taken into custody at some secluded bunker. Well, that's what they say. But it wasn't in the 60s. It was in 1948. They said that in Roswell, New Mexico, a UFO, a spaceship, crash landed. And the next day they said it was a weather balloon. But it might have been that the story came out in the 1960s. You know, when I was a little girl, I didn't get it, my friend got it. But his mom would get the National Enquirer. It was a newspaper that would always tell stories about Bigfoot sightings. And that was how they faked the moon landing.
Hey, sweetie?
Yeah?
I don't think they heard any of that. I think our live stream went down for a second.
Oh, it did? Well, I'm not going to repeat myself.
No, just keep going with what you were saying.
So, sorry about that. That's what I'm talking about. It's getting glitchy. Probably because we don't shut off the computer for days on end. Anyway. But the National Enquirer used to tell stories about alien abductions, Bigfoot, celebrity scandals. Oh, what's that guy from Hogan's Heroes? He's a creep, you know. So I've sometimes wondered, did the story of Roswell get invented in the 60s or the 80s or whenever? Because when I would talk to my grandma, I go, Grandma, what did you think? In 1948, my grandma would have been, she would have been 10 in 43. No, she would have been 20 in 43. So she would have been 25. My grandmother would have been 25 years old when the national story apparently would have been aliens crashing to Earth. It's like she didn't even remember hearing that story. And she had zero interests in anything to do with space or space people. She just smiled. Oh, yeah, right. Like she didn't believe any of it. Well, me grandma, she was kind of a Bible thumper. She really took that Bible seriously. And the Bible doesn't say anything about outer space. So she had no time. She wasn't interested. And I would try to get her to talk about it. Grandma, do you think aliens have been to Earth? She didn't want to, think about it. So couldn't even start to believe that there was any living creature outside of Earth. It's just not even on her radar. But I always believed it, you know. I'm the E.T. generation. I'm the Star Trek, Star Wars, E.T. It was nothing but space propaganda growing up, you know. So who knows? Jessica, Natasha knows too much. Uh-oh, they're going to shut me up. You speak too much, my dear. No, get away from me, Illuminati. If I come back tomorrow with blonde hair and speaking totally weird, you'll know they got to me. And I went to one of those reconditioning camps underground in Roswell, New Mexico, like where they take, celebrities. Kanye West comes back. Oh, I had to go to treatment. I went crazy. And so I dyed my hair yellow. I'm just going to stand here with Donald Trump in this weird media circus. Oh, you didn't get brainwashed at all. I'm sure you're fine. I will invite more. Facebook only allows so many at a time. Also, I have so many family members left to invite. Don't invite your family members, Missy. Your family members are a bunch of weirdos. Take it from me. No, I'm just kidding. La, la, la. All right. Well, that's about as much time as we have for today, huh, sweetie?
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for once again stopping by, spending a few minutes with your old pals here at BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. My name is Natasha. Over here, the ruggedly handsome NANABOOZHOO.
Okay, Gigawabbamin, everybody.
Gigawabbamin, everybody. Over here, that means I will see you in English. And over here we have Michael Lyons, the cartoonist, the rock star cartoonist.
Hello, everybody.
And we'll be back tomorrow for more. Where's the logo? For more BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I will see you again. I'm trying to time it. I'm a really bad DJ. I will see you again. Gigawabamin Minawa. Awa. And live stream. La la la.